Very sensitive butt, my dad. But he would drive all day. Even if it was 12 hours of driving, he'd barely be awake. The rest of us are wide awake, trying to see if he's going to kill us all. And so then my mom has to navigate, right? She's got the maps in the bag with the crackers and aerosol cheese spray. Man, we would take hits right out of the can sometimes. Those were the days. So he's driving and she's feeding us cheese at the proper rate. And then he would wait to ask her directions, map questions, until we're going by the exits on the freeway. We go by, is that it? And she would grab the map like she could possibly answer fast enough. I don't know. And then he would get all pissed. Well, which way is north then? Like that would solve everything. If he could just know north, the big diorama of the United States in his brain would lock on target. And I was like, so which way is north? And she would try and pick it up on that compass. We had that compass on the dash, that ball whirling around in the compass juice, what is that juice? I must ask my dad 100 times, what is that juice, Dad? I don't know, roll your window up, damn it. So I used to think it was some kind of alcohol, right? But don't drink it. It's like that shampoo with beer in it. Remember that beer shampoo? They would always say right in the commercial, it's got beer in it, but don't drink it. Like some idiots at home with the shampoo in a Pilsner glass or something. No kidding, don't drink shampoo to get... If you're drinking shampoo to get beer, quit washing your hair and go to a meeting. That's trouble. And then, one night after a show, this guy comes up to me in the back of the club and says, just walks right up to me and says, bar soil. Like it's a code thing. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Bar soil. New shoes. I didn't know what to say back to him. Then he says, that's the compass juice. I was in the Coast Guard. We had to know that. Thank you. I might have put that information first if I was telling this story. I guess this guy figured I was constantly walking around. What is the juice in the compass called, you know? Like I was going to write in my diary that night. Still don't know what the compass juice is. I'm able to sleep, but still the dreams come. What is the juice? And it didn't really even matter what that juice was. The compass would never read north. It would never stop spinning around, the damn thing. My mom finally had to get a magnetic rod and tie it on her head with a scarf. And that way she would just point north as we were driving. Oh, that's good. It's important to keep the fluids moving through your body. And this is just a gesture to help remind you of the way the fluids move through my body. Round and round. You have to have gestures. I have to have gestures anyway. If I tried to stop, I'd hemorrhage and fall down. But I'm always working on new gestures. This is a good gesture. A friend showed me this one, kind of a corporate presentation gesture. You know, the debits, the credits, the people we exploit. Good gesture. Best gesture ever, though, was my first neighbor in California. I moved out there. This guy comes over. He knew I was from the Midwest. He comes over after seeing a documentary about tornadoes, and he's all excited. You know, Jake, those tornadoes, man, they can come and tear your whole fucking house. Could take your whole head off with a gesture like that. We used to make this guy stretch in the hall before we let him in for coffee. But we'd always let him come over because he always would say the greatest stuff. He came over one time, we're watching Liberace on television. live show in my living room. And he was on TV, and it's a key point in the show when the guy walks in. It's Liberace's getting out of a gold-plated car with the blinking pants and a live ocelot on his head. And this guy takes one look at the TV and says, "He is the commandant of flamboyancy." That about says it all right there, I guess. Well, I like Liberace. I think that's the reason why, because he became all he could be, Liberace. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be watching somebody 10 years from now and say, oh, he's like Liberace, only more so. That Liberace reached maximum Liberaceositude. And, oh yeah. Well, you have to believe whatever meter they had him on, he pegged it right over. But I met a guy one night who said he did not like Liberace for the weirdest reason. He goes, I don't like him because he's a big fag. Which I thought was stupid. I guess the guy figured if he said he liked Liberace, then Liberace might think he was gay and put the moves on. I mean, that would be scary. Even if I was gay, I wouldn't want to go out with Liberace. And not just because he's dead, either. I'm saying